I'm Danny.
And I'm Althea.
And we are
DNA Live, baby.
Welcome everybody to the Easter special. We got something special for y'all.
Yes, we do. But first off, I want to give a shout out.
Go ahead.
You actually did an interview with him last week, the CEO of Fleet
this
DJs.
week.
Oh, I'm sorry, this week, Fleet DJs. Classic. Shout out to him. I also wanted to, obviously, with my little bunny ears over here, I wanted to wish everybody a happy Easter. Did you enjoy your Easter today?
It was good, man. I got my Dominoes.
Yeah, he got his Dominoes. Okay. Althea doesn't cook, okay? So with that said, we have been, doing good right now, but I think this is a blockbuster that we got these DJs on tonight. You're talking about Mannie Faces, Versatile.
Let's go.
And Brittany Jay.
Ooh.
So I think this is going to be very interesting.
Okay.
I think we're going to have a really good time, and it's good for all the artists to be tapping in right now to, because these guys got a lot of knowledge here. So when we come back, we'll be joined by the Fleet DJs. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen.
Yo, put your hands up. Right now we're inside a war with ourselves. Yo, America, are we gonna wake up from this? Where the real Americans at, you heard? Where we at? Man, you blinded and you lied, you just censor inside your own. Everyone pretends they love you, but messing you up in homes. Laughing without the way you can't even afford food. And everybody looking at you acting so rude. They thinking that they love you, your skin, that's what they see. They don't understand the militant well it be. But the anger that they got, they just play for each other. A civil war, they trying to come for us, kill one another. But I woke up last night, I gotta talk to my peers. Tell them, listen, we gotta march and what do we hear? You laughing, you crying, you angry, you feeling and skating. Saying with all the time, they just demonstrating. Leave you inside the cars, they don't wanna see you out. They leave you locked doors, breaking your jaws over locked. They lock you up, they wanna trap you, put you inside with a lock, it's mental block. Cause all you ever hearing is the cops screaming lifeless. Now all of a sudden we thinking prices. Putting that two there, be caught crashing in crisis. Now they hating how they even look. They try to lock us up, throw it down, try to play the book. Wanna get us shook, every time try to get it booked. Overshook, saying God is there but love is overlooked. They try pretending that we close with a phone next to each other's ears. But we're more social distancing corona years. They try to acting like we ain't one inside our home. We acting like that we ain't one and one inside our home. I said, Lord, just go. I said, let's fight. You can't censor us anymore. We lying to the people.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, I just wanted to say something because I feel like, this show is going to be like really informative, and you can actually learn a lot about these two gentlemen. And well, we're waiting for Brittany too, but hopefully she comes on. But what else did you want to say before we put him on?
Well, first off, I just want to say these DJs, man, when we had a discussion, big shout out to, big shout out to Maverick, District, Global. Okay. It was dope, man, just listening to them. Everybody was sitting there, we were just talking with the young artists, and definitely what I love about it too, man, it's like a family. Yeah. Like when I was talking with Classic, he was like, yo, this is like a family. And you can actually see that because like I was telling him, most DJ groups, you really don't see that. Like they collectively look like a family, talk like a family, and they move strong as a unit.
Yeah, that's that they are like a well-oiled machine.
Big shout out to Big shout out to my team, YNVS DJs. Make sure today's Sunday. Make sure everybody goes to the Hidden Rabbit, right? I think it was
I think it was,
the Hidden Rabbit. Y'all go over there, man. You already know, man. It's gonna be dope. DJ Will ain't going this week.
Oh, is it?
No, I think Flint's going. Hot 97, we're gonna be there with the DJ. You already know DJ Shadow. Big shout out to him. Big shout out to Shampoo. Big shout out to the whole team. And definitely keep listening to that single with Brooklyn.
Oh, yeah, that's true. So without further ado.
Go ahead.
Okay. Without further ado, we have two of the three. Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. We got the third. Hey. Woohoo. Okay. So we got three now. Okay. So we got Versatile from Illinois. We got Brittany Jay from Ohio. And we got Mannie Faces from Indiana. Welcome them all to the show. Hello.
How's it going?
You know what? I think this feels like Hollywood Squares right here. Okay. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe like Alex Trebek. It's like, okay, I'll take Handsome Devil on the right side, please, for 200.
I gotta walk away from this.
No. Then we got famous female DJ on the bottom for 400.
I am not a DJ. Look, we're gonna get it.
You know what I mean. You know, okay, we got a beautiful female there on the bottom left, well, by bottom right. Okay. And then we got Mr. Purple Magic over there.
Purple Magic.
On the bottom left. I'll take him for 600. Can I do that? I'm just saying. It just feels like Hollywood Squares. Look at it.
All right.
So cool.
All right.
Trifecta in here.
Okay. So we're gonna start off. Let's say, okay, we can pick a square. This is pretty cool. We'll go down the line.
Go ahead.
Okay. So I'm gonna go to you, Versatile.
Okay.
Mr. Illinois.
Okay.
First of all, tell us a little bit about yourself, hon.
Well, I do some of everything basically. I've been in the game over 20 years. So I work with like anybody you can think of as far as legends, to the new artists, on big stages, festivals, concerts, things of that nature. As well as a producer, engineer, graphic designer, a barber, can't tell right now, but barber, and I do a lot of things. I'm when my boy Sinatra's, you guys learn about him soon, called me was a professional connected dotter. I love connecting dots. I like inspiring artists. I like setting out to change the narrative. You know what I mean? And educating artists, advising, as well as the rest of my collective here we have together, our family here, that spreads even further than this. But you got the Midwest in the building tonight. You know what I mean? So
yeah, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So this is what we do. You know what I mean? And that's about most of what I do.
Is that where you got the DJ Versatile?
Well, yeah. Well, actually, it's funny because I didn't name myself. Many years ago, I embarked on having a record label, artist management. Was working with different radio stations, all kind of different things. And one of the artists that I was working with at the time, he's like, "Man, you're versatile," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's cool." He goes, "No, that's your name." And I'm like,
that's so cool.
I said, "Okay." Matter of fact, his name is Micho Budish.
Oh, wow.
But man, it's that's how I got the name, doing everything,
I like that. Yeah. I like the versatile.
One-stop shop.
Yeah. Okay, so we can bring in also Brittany and Mannie. We got to know a little bit about them too.
Yes.
Okay. So Mr. Versatile, we know now about you, but let's go to Mannie right now. I love the purples. I love purple, so he's my favorite right now. I just love it. So give us a little bit about your background too. Yeah, baby. Go ahead.
DJ Mannie Faces. I'm out of Indianapolis, Indiana. I started DJing probably when I was in probably 7th, 8th grade. I've been DJing probably almost about 15, 16 years, right? Probably longer than that, honestly. Probably really longer than that when I got my first tables. I stopped doing that. Started rapping for a little bit. I seen the movie Crush Groove. If everybody knows Crush Groove, yeah. When I seen Crush Groove and I seen Run DMC and everybody rap, I said, you know what? Forget them tables, man. I got to pick the mic up.
Was that the 360s?
What are you talking about? The Fat Boys?
Yeah.
You ain't going over the best. The best thing about that I remember was the Fat Boys, and they were going into the pizza shop, and they or when they were in the classroom. That's why I always remember that. I'm a hip hop baby. The classroom and him playing the teacher thinking like he has the radio on. Remember that?
Yes, yes.
I I don't really remember those.
It's hip hop talk.
It's hip hop. It's hip hop.
It's hip hop talk.
Yeah.
So I
Okay.
started
Well,
out-
Talk, baby.
well, let him
Talk.
keep talking. Go ahead, hon.
So I lived out in Oakland for 5.5 years, moved back here, and just been DJing ever since.
Wow.
Just breaking
All I
records.
was saying was talking about was the turntables. Those were 360s, weren't they called 320s or 360s or something?
1200s. I had some 1200 techniques.
Oh, okay. Oh, the techniques. Yes, I remember that. See, I know something. Okay, I'm just saying.
That's why I don't talk.
I'm just saying.
We go viral every time she talks, so keep going.
You know what? I got in big trouble because of one word, and it was crunk.
Oh God.
And
Let's not get on that.
Don't look at me like that, Manny. No, don't.
No,
We're not. Listen. At the end of the day,
don't even look.
I'm not saying nothing because she went viral plenty of times. So just let her talk. We'll all go viral.
You know what? Anyways, let's go to Brittany here. Okay, square. We got Brittany. So tell us a little bit about yourself too, hon.
Hey, well, my name is Brittany Jay. I'm your favorite host from Cleveland, Ohio. And I'm also the Ohio Fleet DJ state manager. But I've been hosting for about 7 years. It's been 7 years. I've been hosting for 7 years. I started off as the battle rap host. And then from there, I started to realize I wanted to manage artists and cultivating those. I had a radio show. In 2019, I won Radio Show of the Year at the Southern Entertainment Awards down at Nashville, Tennessee. I've hosted in South by Southwest. I've hosted in Miami. I've hosted pretty much all over the place. Not everywhere yet, but we knocking off some buckets.
She better come to New York.
She has to come to New York.
I've been to New York, so actually my first time hosting in New York, I just hopped in a car with some guys I didn't know.
Here,
you gotta come to
they were doing a transition place.
You gotta come
here. At the Shalea Tavern.
Oh, don't we're gonna make that happen.
Oh yeah, no, we definitely got to make a big, huge event with all of us, man.
And maybe she can teach me a little bit more about hosting. Too, you know, I don't know if I could be a host like her. She's very
she's dope.
She's
dope. Shout out to you, man. When I first saw her, I was like, yo, she's dope, man.
You know,
you know a host, man. There be some hosts just be boring.
I am not boring. You kind of looked at me when you said that. I am not that boring.
Wait, let's stop for a minute. I know y'all cracking up right now, but how can you and me how can I throw a subliminal at you in the show?
Co-host,
right? Just very, I mean, just the plain how I'm just saying, you know, I can do pretty good, right, guys?
You're doing fine.
You're
doing wonderfully.
Thank you. But anyway, so now we're going to talk about a little bit about the industry. Listen, you know, this is my show too. Okay, I'm the host. Okay, so
exactly.
You know what? I am trying here. Okay,
you're doing a wonderful job. I'm through the rest of the show. I'm gonna keep reiterating. You're doing a wonderful job.
I know. I can see that you are so versatile. We are gonna have so much fun today. Okay, no, but
I like in this show.
I know you are. Okay, so now, how did you start in the music industry, Versatile? How did you start? Like, how did you start saying, you know what, this is a good gig for me?
Actually, it didn't start off like that. It started with me the same way as every other artist that's out. You know what I'm saying? And early on, you know, I said, okay, you know, because I sing, I rap, I produce, I do everything. So basically, in a nutshell, when I came into it, I'm like, you know what? I'm watching, you know, on TV, like I tell everybody all the time, you see it on TV when we're growing up versus now, obviously. But I'm watching it, I'm like, man, I love that. And then I came to find out I had a musical background too, you know, as far as family wise. And I was like, man, I'm like, okay, so if my older cousins and them did it, I could do it too. So I started doing that. So what ended up happening was, I told them the story, they know the story already, but ended up happening was I got into the game and I was like green. I didn't know anything, right? So I'm like, okay, oh yeah, I'm trusting people the whole nine. So I'm going to different studios, recording and stuff like that. So I landed at this one particular studio and I'm recording and knocking out songs left and right.
Right.
All of a sudden, I'm like, man, I walk in one day and I'm like, hey, I'm trying to go over here and do this. I need to get, you know, this music. What music? The music I've been recording with you this whole time. What are you talking about? So,
God,
like that's my music. I said, how's it your music? You recorded in my studio. I own everything. I own this music.
I own the masters.
So not even everything. No
Everything.
copies, no nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
So I'm like,
God.
oh, okay. So at that moment, and I tell everybody this story. At that moment, I said, you know what? I'm about to embark on this, this mission, this journey of I'm learning everything I can learn about this music business, rubbing
Right.
elbows, wherever I can rub elbows with, elevating the best way I possibly can through all the doors. And when I get to those certain points, I'm gonna change this narrative because I started seeing a lot of, what everybody's saying today. And like, wow, it's still like that. Yeah. So
Mm.
I made it my mission. I said, by the time I leave up out this off this green earth,
Mm.
I'm gonna keep fighting so I change the narrative. And when those who are like-minded, like my brother and sister on here now, those who are like-minded and embark on this thing, I'm not stopping till I get to that point. You know what I'm saying? And if I
Yeah.
don't reach that point all the way, by the time I leave this earth, at least I know it's in good hands with those who are around me, surrounding me, that can carry the torch still.
Yeah. I love his way of thinking.
Well, he understands it. He understands the game, and he was there first offhand when he thought everybody was nice. Like, let's be real. We all had that. You know what I'm saying? We all had that experience. Like,
Right.
yeah, no, he's good. And then all of a sudden he just had that one person that just changed your whole perspective.
Yeah.
Do you miss that kind of music? Do you miss that music that, being a part of it like that?
I'm still a part of it. Here's the thing I had to understand and realize, right? Because
Mm.
after that, through this whole journey, working with radio, doing the big stage shows, starting off open mic stuff, then working my way up through the big stage shows, from stage management to event coordinating, every aspect. It's like I said, I'm gonna learn every aspect of this thing. So I'm well versed. So there's nobody can say, oh, you don't know this, you don't know that. I learned everything. So with
Wow.
that being said, I came with this mindset of, because one time a few years back, an artist was like, hey, how come we're not seeing you on the stage anymore? Stuff like that. And I said, I'm trying to make sure I pave the way for you guys, open doors for you guys. And they're like,
Yeah.
you got a point. They're like, you know what? You can hit the stage anytime you want to. You put them together. And I'm like, exactly. I said,
Yeah.
so there's no one controlling what I do. I can do whatever I want whenever I feel like it. If I say, okay, you know what? Hey, I got Buster coming to town. I feel like performing. I can get on the stage if I want to. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Right.
like,
Yeah.
so I had to take that approach with it and go, I know whenever I feel like jumping back on the bike, I can do it anytime. I still produce,
Right.
still engineer. I still do a lot of different things, but the thing I had to, and I tell them the same thing. I even had to take the approach of not having no bias walking through these doors, of not managing artists anymore,
Mm.
because in that way I have no bias and I can navigate accordingly, and nobody can say, "Oh, you did it because of this or you did it because of that." But no, I can navigate, move accordingly, be 20 steps ahead, so that when everybody else behind me is coming along, which a lot of people don't know what I'm doing all the time. I'm very strategic and secretive on how I move because I have to be that way. But as I'm doing it, they're like, what else he got going on? Dang, what else he's about to do? You know what I'm saying? So I do it in that fashion to go, all right, come on. So whenever I feel like doing songs, like you're gonna hear collabs with those guys,
Mm.
and they're artists and stuff like that. You're gonna hear that coming up soon. But my main focal point is still finishing that journey. So by any means necessary, whatever I got to do, it's not easy, hasn't been easy, but
Yeah.
I'm built for it like they're built for it. So we're gonna keep
Wow.
on treading, keep on, opening these doors, making the difference by being the difference, changing the narrative, and being a positive impact on this industry.
Wow. He's got he's got to write a book or something. I
Been
think he's
through
got to
it.
write a book.
Everybody keeps telling me to do that. I'm trying to get to the point of that.
I'm just saying, I
Yeah,
think he should
he's
write a
been
book.
through it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you're through like bad deals, like if you're really in this industry, man, you had to have a couple of times, man, where you had a bad deal. And then you had to read through the fine line and get out of it, man.
Yeah. Well, not all the time, but anyway.
No, actually, it happens more than what you think, right? Right, guys? It
Yeah.
happens more than what you think. If you're really in this industry, not saying that you're going here real quick and just doing a song and then getting away. If you're really in this industry, you better read the fine print.
Mm.
I'm pretty sure we'll dive into that side of it. I talk about the different tiers of the mainstream scene as well as local scenes. I'm sure all of us dive into that, as we're talking and everything. So yeah, that's the gist of how I became what I became and doing what I'm doing and why I haven't done the music and why I'll be getting into music again when I feel like it type thing. So.
Yeah, I hear that. So let's move on to Manny, right? I love that. I feel like I'm in Hollywood Squares. Okay,
Okay, go ahead.
Mr.
And she's got a paper too.
I'm just
All
saying,
right, we good.
Mr. Puppet Man over there for 200. So let us know, how did you get into the music industry as well, sir?
Well, with me, my reintroduction, really honestly, back into the music game was probably about 4 or 5 years ago. When I left the game alone. You know how it is. You be out here dim or dab. You got things you got to do. You got to get to that bed or whatever it is. So everybody know the gist of them stories. You know what I'm saying? So my main focus was I ain't rapping no more. I ain't DJing no more. I gotta get to the money. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it broke off from that. What happened was motivation. Shout out to my partner and my co-partner, business partner, and Strong Star Radio DJ Hair Rush. Him and one of my cousins, you know, they DJ. You know,
okay.
that got me back in it. It got me back motivated. I'm like, you know what? I really want to get back into this. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And then here in Indianapolis, we have this thing that we call blends, where we blend. You know, we take two songs, we'll take an instrumental of one song. Our blends are different than everybody else's. Our blends are like we'll take one song that's an instrumental, and we'll take one that's, you know, all vocals, and we'll blend both of them together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, beat and all, everything. So
Yeah.
it makes a whole totally different sound. You
That's
know.
Ew. Like
Uh,
basically what he's saying is take the acapella and then take like say maybe you make like a take like an old school freaking beat. Let's just say like a scenario beat.
Okay.
And he'll put a new artist in there and
mash it up,
and
kind of
mash
thing.
it up. That's
mash it up. Yeah. So
okay.
I just wanted to hear myself on. I just wanted to hear myself on tapes again. Put them in the car. You know what I'm saying? Flash drive. Like let's go.
Okay. Well, one day maybe you can send us one of your songs that you did.
Got you. I got you.
Okay.
I got, you know, I got, you know, so by me doing that, you know, and instilling that, it just put me on a whole nother path. Other doors start opening up. You know, doors I'm like, oh, okay, let me go check this out. Oh, really? You want me here? Okay, that's cool. You know, wait a minute, hold on. And the floodgates just started opening, and my ideas just started getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I wanted to go bigger with it.
Right. Yeah.
I'm like, yo, since this is going this way, I might as well keep going. This must be the path that I'm supposed to be on. You know, so we're gonna keep continuing going down here and see what happens.
Yeah.
You know, what happens. And it's been a blessing. I'm very humble right now of the things that we got going on and the accolades that we have acquired. You know,
I'm just looking at all three of them, and they're so like vibrant. They're so like, you know, you can tell right away these guys are a fun bunch. Okay, I would love to be hanging out with all three of them with like a bottle of tequila. Okay, we would have such a good time. She knows
it was just mash, like, you know what I'm saying? Like me and him definitely gotta go. One or two, come on, man. You ready? No. You too, man. You guys are ready. No, we going. We going.
Yes, sir.
Put on them beats. And,
oh,
like, what we gotta do? You want to hear something funny to make y'all laugh? There was a cat that literally challenged me, and I did the old school, like behind the back. And I said, "You sure about that?" I said, "Y'all new cats, man, with y'all digital going like this. You ain't used to that scratching going in the back and flipping it." I said, "You sure about that?"
Hey, most cats, man, that you know, the new wave, no disrespect to them, they don't know about tables, man. They know about controllers, man, but they can't get down on tables, man. Some of them can't.
Oh yeah, no, I came in right with the pen, put it down. The dude looked at me like it was like the dude looked like me. The dude looked at me, he went like this. He goes, "I haven't seen that in years." I said, "Then what is a DJ?"
Yeah.
Like you go buy virtual DJ if you don't want me here. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
You gotta put the tables up there. You gotta say, "Come on, let's go, boy."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I remember back in our day, I know when it was, I remember we didn't have like the controller like that. So going here and trying to catch it, you're trying to catch it, you're trying to catch it.
We ain't have go tell the truth. We didn't have no laptop.
Go ahead.
Come on, bro. Come on. Come on, baby. We had crates of records, man. We had to do our own stuff up, bro. We had to make our own cues. Come on, man.
Why do you think we built? Why do you think our generation was like this? All that luggage,
receivers, crates, receivers, tape decks,
straight up.
We had to be fighting the tape. What are you talking about?
Hey, look, I do PAs, man. We got rollers and everything on our PAs, man. Speakers we had, bro. We had to carry them bad boys. Like, yeah.
Oh, I remember those.
That's same thing with studios, though. It wasn't as easy as accessible as it is now.
What do you think? It's the cut.
Put it this way, when I started rapping, it was real to real.
Yeah.
That's what I am.
Yep. Yeah. What's the 4-inch tapes, yep.
Well, yeah, real to real, bro. It's a whole different story. I seen it when we went from real to dat. You know what I'm saying? A-dat, all that.
A-dat, yep.
Come on, man.
But that's what like made our generation so ill because it's like none of the cats got to experience this. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what we missed it. Now it's just too accessible. Back then, you literally had to put in the work and almost killed yourself.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And it was
different.
And it was expensive.
Yeah, real
You
money.
had to have a little-
Like,
you had to have
this, I'm gonna do it this way. You know what I'm saying? Like now it's just like, hey, let's say use the same sample pack. Yes.
You say use the same sample pack. Use the sample pack over here.
Right.
Yo, I hate to say it, man, because you're a host and you host a lot of shows.
Yes, she does.
You try to keep your composure when you hear that same exact beat from the same exact artist.
Look at her, she's making
the
faces
same
over there.
exact flow. You feel what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, she does.
You feel what I'm saying. Not trying to hurt anybody's feelings, but man, we getting into our era. Our era, we didn't want to sound the same. I did not want to look like him. He did not want to look like me. And if we looked like each other, we would leave the building.
I tell them exactly how it is. No,
Okay,
sir.
go ahead, Kev. Go ahead. You got the floor right now.
Go ahead.
No, I have no problem with telling the artist, hey, you sounding too much like another artist, because originality and authenticity is what started this whole thing to begin with. So if you don't have your own lane, your own vibe, your own flow, your own cadence, even if you pull inspiration, there's nothing wrong with being inspired. There's something wrong with, literally copying and stealing. And you know what I'm saying? So it gets to be a fine line between artists being creative, being inspired, and versus being tempted and taunted to just take on something that's already been created by somebody else in their own mind. So
I get backlash when I tell anybody the truth. You're so mean. And I'm like, listen, I came from the era where they were like, get out of here.
I don't know if it's the blue hair. I don't know. I don't have them problems.
Listen, our era, we have never pulled the mic away from somebody. In this era, this era, we have never shut anybody off that ever performed at the karaoke. Like, you know what I mean? Like years ago, if I would have done that and my words would have been behind me, you would hear.
And this is why I have my own microphone. I do not. So it had a lot to do with COVID, but it also had a lot to do with me watching artists getting their diva moment when they on stage, and me being the host. I'm cued in to come and do X, Y, and Z, but you want to freestyle for another 30 minutes to a minute. Hold on. We got other artists to go. So, with that being said, Brittany has her own mic. I have my own wireless mic with its own transmitter, receiver, the whole nine, Bluetooth.
See, I gotta take pointers from her when I'm hosting, because them dudes be going on some weird stuff like, nah, son, this is my stage right here in my show, and everybody's like, can this guy just get?
Nope. Yeah. As long as I'm in tune with my DJ, he gonna cut them other mics off, and my mic will only be the one on. So nobody's gonna hear you going over it. They're gonna hear me.
Yeah. You got your DJ at Q. Just let them, hey, look, I'll put this mic up. You know what I'm saying? Hey, cut the rest of the mics. You know what I'm saying? You're going over the top anyway. At least you have the communication with the DJ. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's ways around that stuff, man.
No, I know. I just played around, but it's just funny. It's just funny.
You need me to come home for you, because we don't have them problems. I don't have them problems, and I take care of my DJs.
I'm just playing around. No, I'm playing around. We're from New York. What are you talking about? Go off the knees and fly off.
It don't always have to go there. Sometimes you just gotta talk with a little bit finesse and pizzazz. You know what I'm saying? Just give them a little razzle dazzle and they act great.
Depends on who you messing with in New York. If they're annoying the living daily side of you, take that. We were at a show and the guy was performing like this, doing the karaoke, and then we're like, okay, cool. He did the karaoke. You know what I'm saying? We still get mad about that, but we're like, okay, whatever. Let him do his thing. Starts going, blah, 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 blah. 5 seconds later, I'm going to do a freestyle. Freestyle was terrible.
Yeah.
Like, people were throwing stuff at him. They were booing him. And after that, I'm like, bro, he's got to get off, man.
Yeah.
I said, I don't want to sound like an ad, but then the crazy guy who I was working with kicked him off stage. Like,
that's what I was.
Sometimes so bad. I don't know how long I'm staying on stage with people booing and yelling at me.
You know what it is, man? Some people just don't care. They have
but you know what? You got to know.
I don't know.
You want to make your mark, right? You want to get on stage. You got a hit song or something like that. You want to make your mark. After that, I'm the type of person, I walk away, because you know what? I want to keep them wanting more.
Exactly.
I would prefer.
Yeah, but then you got people, right, that think they're just the best.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is I would do whatever I was supposed to do and then get off stage, because later on you're like, oh, girl, you were so. I did that in a high school talent show. Okay, has not. No, listen, I'm gonna say this. Okay, I was in a high school talent show. Whoever's watching me knows me from high school, and I did a mime act to the Pink Panther. Right, and be quiet. Okay, so I was really good at it. Right, and then I could see that the audience was really enjoying it, but I made sure I ended my performance and I got off stage. Okay.
Yeah, but then you got these people that
Hold on, let me finish my story. So then I got off stage, and then once I got off stage, everybody came back afterwards and it's like, out there, you got to do that again. You got to go back on stage and do some more. I said, no. I said, my mom always taught me that. Always keep them wanting more.
That's right.
Yeah, but then some people that just nobody wants any more of. You didn't really, you know what I'm saying?
But all I'm just saying is, like, sometimes these artists don't know when to stop. When you got a good thing, don't think because, you know, okay, you go up on stage and everything, you're doing a nice performance or whatever. Don't think that, you know, you need to perform more. Don't think you need to do more.
We already know we're DJs, so we seen it all. We seen the guy coming on, literally giving us his song 2 seconds before he goes on, and then starts yelling at us like, "You son, man, why did you get my song right there, bro? Why did you get my song right?" You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden you're looking at him, you're like, "Bro, you don't even know your lyrics of your record, man."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You come on, y'all had that.
Yeah.
Y'all had that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know what DJ's pain, lady.
No, but I'm curious as to know, when you guys play songs and you have artists that you obviously, you know, you host a show or whatever like that. Have you ever seen somebody that came on and said, "Oh my God, you thought they were going to be really good, and then it didn't quite turn out that way"?
Yep.
Yeah, plenty of times.
So they're being nice. They're being nice. We see that more than once.
No, it's not necessarily being nice. It's just we've experienced it so much. Like I've experienced so many bad showcases from the management, from the artist, from the setup, from the venue, from the DJ, from the host, from the food, from everything, to the point where I do my own showcases. The Who the F Ain't Working showcase, the Who the F Ain't Working showcase. And I handpicked 10 artists who have a following, the artists who are not getting the light and shine and recognition they deserve because they're not popular, but they got the music, they got the talent, and I put them on stage because I was tired of seeing bad actors, you know, and then thank you promoters, you know, and then all of it falls into itself. So you got to pay attention to, like, okay, so either I'm going to focus my attention on hearing good music, or I'm going to focus my attention on getting money.
Right.
She had to deal with that. And she's thinking like the flashback. I'm like, oh my God.
No. Yeah, because that's really what it was. It's like they were compromising. It's like, no, we want the money, so we gonna run 25 artists on this stage and 3 songs a piece, and they terrible. They terrible. And you ain't listening to their music, you ain't screening them. It don't matter, because guess what? They paid $100 to get up there, and that's all you cared about. They stole their 10 tickets to get on stage. But then it's like, okay, even though y'all terrible, what are these artists taking away from this? Like, did somebody get them some production? Did somebody get them a music video? Did somebody? No, y'all just sent them on their way with it. And that was a dope show. So listen.
Yeah, come on, let him know. Let him know. Let him know. Come on, let him know. Because I'm gonna let him know.
So you got people who brings the platform and they don't care. I ain't gonna hold you. Why would some of these artists care? Like, when they see somebody, they lead. We lead, they follow. So at the end of the day, if we leading like this, why would they come with their best of the best? Why? But my artists know, so no, because at a Brittany Jay showcase, number one, if I ask you to come be at my showcase, it's handpicked your acts. So if you don't show up, I probably won't ask you to do anything else ever again. Ever again. You know, also 3 things that I give away when my showcase is 4 hours of free studio time,
let them know,
or a free photo shoot. Why? Because these are things that artists in development need, especially in my city, because it's a lot of things that's lacking and they don't understand what they need. So that 4 hours at the studio, hey, I need y'all to make sure y'all getting DJ service packs. I need to make sure y'all doing some drops for some DJs that y'all know, you know what I'm saying? But if nobody knows that to tell them that, how they gonna know? Like, see, I love being the bridge between the artists and the DJs and the artists and everybody else in the industry, because this is what I do. So I'm in school for my bachelor's degree in entertainment business at Full Sail University. Like, this is what I plan on doing. I have my own full service management and record label, but it's to help bridge that gap. Number one, so these artists stop getting scammed, and number 2, so that we can get back to what it was back in the day.
because they don't realize, because I think, I mean, I didn't know the scope of it until Danny started DJing, across for Miami and all these other stations and stuff. The DJ is not just a guy who's pressing a couple of buttons.
We're the most
Okay.
important
That's it,
asset. We're the most
The
important
DJ is the
asset
heartbeat.
of promotion.
Yes.
People
The DJ
understand.
is everything.
We
Nothing
are the
moves
most.
without the DJ.
We make your song platinum or gold.
Mm.
Everybody gets that
Yep.
twisted, thinks that, oh, we're gonna go on and put some ads, we're gonna go run in here. Listen, no matter what, everybody watching right now, the DJs is the reason why all these artists are platinum and gold and sold.
Yeah.
Yep.
Remember that.
Yeah, because that's what I was trying to say, because I read like a couple of forums, and you read up on these guys like Versatile and Manny, and I say to myself, the most important is not just the DJ, it's what the DJ brings to the table. I mean, people just think, like I said, it's just pushing a button and that's it, they're done. No, they're researching, they're compiling lists, they're compiling artists, they are constantly working to make sure that everything that they put out there on the radio is ready to go at any moment. You know what I'm saying? And they think it's such an easy job. It really isn't, because I'm watching him. So I know what you guys
put in.
And they've been in it for a long time.
You call me a DJ, I was like, I don't take that credit. I am a host. I don't sing. I don't rap. I am a host. I manage artists. What else? I'm a radio personality. I do all the business and the administrative work on the back end with the music. But I am not a DJ.
I know, but you know what? You'd be good as a DJ though, because you got pizzazz, girlfriend.
Yes, you would.
No,
She would. I
excellent.
really
Not
think she would.
coordinated. I'm that so much.
And
So
she's got an amazing ear too.
Yeah,
that's
you
what I'm
can see
saying.
it.
Hello.
She's got an amazing ear too.
But you know what I
Hello.
like about her is
Mhm.
that you got a lot of these people that do shows that don't give an artist nothing.
Mm.
And all they do is they perform in front of artists.
Yes.
And it's like, why are you guys gonna sit there and perform for nothing?
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me, and it never did. Like when we throw our showcase, shout out to Hit the Beat. You got Def Jam in the building. You got $1,000 in whoever wins first prize, $1,000 distribution from major labels. You know what I mean? Like, we really do push it. Radio
We want to
spins,
get something back.
Hot 97. Like, that's what I keep telling everybody. Like, this is why I'm so happy you guys came on here with me, is because you guys from every single different city see the same exact thing that we all see.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Facts.
And it's funny because what you just stated right there, you're like, why do they do it? If they're not getting anything out of it. And it's funny because, I often touch on the mental health side of things.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because in the end of the day, it's like, what you understand is like, you have those who really go hard because they really want to make it a career, and those that do it as like a hobby, to be seen, attention, be in clicks, you know what I'm saying, to look cool, things of that nature. So it's almost like they're investing in a facade more so than a career. So
Right.
today it's like, like as long as I look cool, as long as everybody knows me on this side of it. So you have all these artists performing for other artists. Now the ones that do stand out, because I'm be honest, I get approached often like, hey, how do I get on them big stages? And I'm like, you're not ready.
Yeah.
And they're like, you're not ready. No, because I give them the criteria and I coach
Right, yeah.
every showcase, every event I've been to with the indie artists. I always give them honest to goodness criticism. You'll see it on the calls. I do the same thing. Why? I'd rather do a service to them than a disservice. So I'll tell them like, look, all right, you can work on this. Or how you hold the mic. You can work on, seeing stage presence. I educate them at the event. They don't want to be my event. So I'm like, okay, but in the same breath, I go, now let me ask you these questions. If you think you're serious and you think that everybody needs to look at you and you think you should be a paid performing artist, do you meet these criteria? Do you have all your business in order? Are you registered to PRO? You know what I'm saying? Do you have EPK? Do you have a website? Do you have, I start asking these questions like, no.
Yeah.
And they go, I'm on DistroKid. I'm like, that doesn't count. They're like,
nope.
I'm on DistroKid. I'm like, that doesn't count. That doesn't guarantee you your royalties, and it's not you guaranteeing your copyright on what you created.
That's such a serious point right there in there. What I love is, did you hear what he just said?
Yeah, I heard.
What's crazy is they think they're artists because they get put on the platforms that they pay for.
Right.
They don't realize the promotion that they have to go when they really have to push themselves to. You said the website. Yeah, look at it. And look at him. He's like, yeah, because we all know, man. We see people, man, that all the time come up to us and say the same exact line. And then it's like, bro, you really got to learn your business because you're taking this more as a hobby and trying to get clout and trying to get seen. Like, look, let's be real. Artists nowadays just want the clout.
Yeah.
In our day,
not all of them. Yeah. I will say a lot of them.
I'm not saying all of them. I'm saying
because I will say there's some that what it is they just take it for granted. They hit the studio and think it's just the end. You feel me? Now we got to get to the business part of it. You know what I'm saying? The aspect. If you done with the studio, now it's the business aspect, and that's where they get fickle at. That's where they be like, oh, man, well, I didn't know I had to do this. Wait a minute, hold on. That's when you see people starting to fall off. That's when you know when the artist is real serious and not about the situation.
Yeah, a lot of them I've watched, they're really not there about investing in themselves, and I mean, I've seen a few of them that like they do a show or something like that, and they think it's going to get instant stardom, and I'm like, dude, that's not how it works. You gotta. There's a lot more involved than just singing at a performance, and you think, well, I said, can you sell out a concert? Can you sell merchandise? I mean, if you can't do those little things before that, you're nothing. You're nothing in this business.
Let's start at the bare minimum because that is what separates a lot of these artists. What my brother said, a career from a hobby. When I decided to take hosting as a career, not a hobby, that's when I paid $600 for this Bluetooth microphone, and that's when I realized like I can't deal with nobody who isn't taking this as a career because I'm not an artist. I don't sing, but I got a whole microphone that's customized with my logo. So if I'm doing all this just as a host and y'all only see me literally for about 30 minutes of the show and y'all have a whole thing, some got to shake. So it gets to the point where I had to learn that it's artists out here who want it, but they don't have knowledge. They didn't have the bridge. They didn't have somebody like me, like my brother Versatile, like my brother Manny, to be like, hey, did you do this? Do you have this going on? Is this my artist? He is a business in itself. So that's the first thing I started saying. Okay, that's your rapper name. Is it trademark? Do you have a copyright? Is it registered as a business? Right. Boom. In Ohio, it's $100. I'm about to walk you through it. No, you ain't got to pay legal Zoom. You're not about to do none of that. I'm about to show you how to walk you through this right now. Next thing we start doing is looking at grants for artists. Things that because why? Free money, other people's money. It's the easiest way to get rich is other people's money. So you start looking at grants, local grants that's in your city, grants that's in your state that are geared toward. There are so many grants that are geared towards individuals, artists, small business. And guess what? When you register your name as a business, you are a business now. So apply for those grants, figure it out what it is that you officially want to do, and you can use it for every step. So boom, I got an album coming out. I'm gonna apply for a $20,000 grant. Why? Just for this one album? Yep, because I'm gonna use it for studio time. I'm gonna use it for marketing and promotion. I'm gonna use it for placing me on these blogs that cost $2,000. Shade Room, at last time I checked, they wanted $2,000 for a post.
Right.
Yeah, Shady Room.
Yeah. So just imagine you just posting your song up there for 30 seconds on Shade Room for 2 bands, and all of those people listening to it, and you gauging those followers, and then other blogs picking up on it because it's nothing but a domino effect. Once you figure it out and then you want to know it, they come find me. But then I also have to let people know that I'm also out here because there's not too many of us out here that's willing to sit down and go through these things with you guys.
Yeah.
IFRC codes and making sure that your metadata is correct because I do that as a host.
Wow.
They send me their music first before it gets to the DJ. If I am the host, you're getting a folder with all of the artist music in order that it's supposed to be played, and all the metadata is going to be correct because I ran it through already. And it's in the correct format. We don't have time for hiccups.
Oh, yeah, no. She's on the game.
She's on it. She's on it.
She's on it. Manny's on it.
We're in the entertainment industry. We're supposed to entertain. So
that
it's like
that right there is why I try to stay 20 steps ahead because, like I said, she manages artists. You know what I'm saying? Manny does everything he does on his side, on the media side and all that. Me, I do all of those things as well. The host and the production, I do everything. But I had to come through all of that in order to go, now I'm well versed and I'm a professional in all these areas. So now I can guide each person. Like, all right, I know what you're dealing with. I know how to guide you this way. Go this direction. Don't go that direction. You know what I'm saying? So that's yeah. You say what?
The cheat code. You see, like he said, it just It comes together eventually.
You know what I tell my artists is? Shout out to Lula Sav. Shout out to Sammy Vendetti. I tell them, listen, I'm not here to play games with y'all. This is a business.
Yep.
The goal is to get your brand known, to get you guys a real fan base, and to get the plaques. I want my hardwood. You feel what I'm saying?
I need mine too. Listen here.
Plaques.
How long we been doing this?
Plaques on the wall, right there. Plaques.
He got his plaques. Okay.
Period. My brother got the cheat code on plaque and in the radio and in the as far as fans goes. Me just being a radio personality, now I gotta go talk to my brother because I want plaques in my station. I want my artists to have plaques. I want people to want to come to my station. Why? Because Brittany Jay got the plaques.
With the artists that I deal with, like right now, like I got 3 albums out right now. I'm working on my 4th one right now. But my whole point is I step in the artist position.
Right, yeah.
Watch how I move. That's how you're supposed to move.
I'm watching
how
you moving right now, Manny.
I tell them all the time, I say, I'm finna show y'all how to move. Watch this. And the artists that I have all on my albums, I'm like, look, we should move to all these different platforms, this and that. I'm finna show y'all how to move. So after I do it, when y'all ready to do it, I shouldn't have to hold y'all hand. Y'all already know what time it is. Y'all can move the exact same way that I moved.
It's kind of like I like watching bald eagles. Okay. Okay, don't look at me like that. I'm there's a reference.
Viral moment.
I love watching the dolphins. They so smart.
Okay, you know what? I got bald eagles. Okay, so these bald eagles that I watch in, I think it's in Washington D.C. They're the president and the first lady, right? And it's kind of like what they do. They're like mama and papa, right? And they have their nest, and they hatch a couple of artists, right? And they teach them and they keep them in the nest and everything. They show them all the ropes and everything. And then as they get bigger and bigger and bigger, and they start learning how to, they start learning how to like fly. Okay. They start flapping their wings, right? And they go to the end of the nest. Why you doing that? So
I like your analogy, but it's like you just want like left.
No. Have y'all seen the movie Fly Away Home? Have y'all seen Fly Away Home?
Listen, she got good analogy.
The girl talked to nope, Hypnotic, don't do it. I ain't gonna let you do it to her. It's a movie called Fly Away Home, where this girl on the farm taught these geese how to fly like she's speaking of. And it's a learning lesson. Why? Because together they had to realize that they had to learn from each other. Don't do her.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
I'm along with you because I'm like, okay, she's getting to the part where they become self-sufficient and can fly.
Yeah,
there we go.
Wait, no, I'm not saying that.
Versatile.
Listen, I'm not saying that.
Manny, where did you go? Get back here.
I was gonna give her props. I was like, yo, bro, she took it left, but the crazy thing is, man, it's like you really just put it out there. Like you made people.
Well, that's what
we have to nurture them, and then they gotta fly away by themselves.
Then they gotta fly away. They can't come back home. If they come back home, I'll kick them out the nest. That's all. Well, if I give you all my knowledge and you can't,
there's the reason. Together we elevate. This is the name of my record label. It has to be. We have to come together in order for all of us to move in another way. Issa Rae said it first in an interview. She was talking about Insecure, and she said too many people try to network up instead of trying to network across.
Right.
Okay. That clout chasing. That's their networking up. I'm gonna say it one more time. Networking up is clout chasing. Networking up is clout chasing. You keep trying to reach the people who are already famous, and it probably don't happen.
It ain't happening. It is not happening for you people.
I always tell everyone, man, like this is my thing.
Another bird analogy or no?
You can fly away.
Okay.
Go ahead. No, my thing, and I think they agree too on this is. You got to just put all the competition out and start looking at yourself as being just your only competition. Yep. That's how you gonna win. You're not gonna win. You're not gonna win worrying about the next man and follow the next man's thing. That's why I keep telling everybody.
Yeah, that's
so.
True.
My thing is when I talk to Lou or if I talk to Sammy, I say stop looking what they're doing.
Yeah.
And start making your own trend. Start making yourself the trend.
Yeah.
Because I get very annoyed when I watch people do the same old thing. Because I'm from that era where it just doesn't, to me, it never added up and it doesn't make no sense. It's like buying the same product.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you already know what's going to happen. But most of it is generic product. It's not even a good product. It's a generic product.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like buying oil of Olay and expecting the same type of cream from Lancome.
Exactly.
It's just,
Okay.
me and my analogies, dude. I got them all. You have no idea.
That was a good analogy right there.
I'm just saying. Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say skin so soft or something.
Or Jordans or something. Hey.
Those are them pastel colors. It do give that Easter feeling,
Oh my God. Okay. My favorite one is Lubriderm. Oh, just letting you know.
Okay.
You want to throw that in the Christmas bag? That's fine. So anyway, as I was saying,
do y'all remember? It was a nicotine patch that it was. I can't remember the name of it, but it said Derm at the end because it was like the power to calm, the power to comfort, power to comfort. What was the name of that? It wasn't Lubriderm.
It was Nicoderm.
Nicoderm was cute. I watch a lot of TV. Okay, I watched a lot of TV. Anywho, what I was saying was
that don't even sound safe.
Do you see what I started?
Just listen to the name, y'all.
Back to what Exotic was
saying. Fly away first.
Fly.
don't
wait, no, because you brought up another one.
Here we go.
I had a podcast, and it'll be coming up in May with the flowers just bloom. A flower doesn't compete with the flower next to it. It just blooms. Like you tell your artist, you cannot pay attention to it. Like, and in nature, when you think about it, flowers can't see what's going on around them. They literally just, like, that analogy is something that really has brought me through as being a host, not worrying about what other hosts are doing. One of my friends had to tell me one time, like, hey, other people's moves are not your concern. I'm like, hey.
You know what's so cool about this is that we have had such a good time with these three that we actually didn't have to worry about taking a commercial break. Okay. Because I didn't want to lose any time with you guys. Okay. But we got like 3 minutes left. Okay. So I want each one of you to say, to tell everybody where they can find you on Instagram. Okay. So let's go with Mr. Top Square over there in red. Go ahead. For $200.
$200. Fleet State Manager. You can find me everywhere at This Is, not DIS. Y'all
okay.
This is THISIS Versatile. VERSATILE everywhere.
Everywhere. Okay, cool. And okay, Mr. Purple, for $200. Go ahead.
You already know IG as it is at DJ Mannie Faces. What it is.
And go ahead, girl.
Yep, y'all can find me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, everywhere at I am Brittany Jay. It's your favorite host from Cleveland, Ohio. Yeah.
I'm telling you, she should really get into DJing.
No, I'm the dopest radio personality. Ignatic, we got to talk so I can get my show on the show. We got to because that's a DJs.
I stay there. I'm staying out of this. This is y'all.
I'm just saying. I think she would
see DJ in the man. I don't want to take that from you. I need my
what
DJ.
Did you say,
that's between you ladies.
That's between y'all ladies.
Gentlemen, we going this way. Y'all can go that way.
I'm just saying. I think she's got such vivacity. She's like, she's like in the game and everything. And she's,
I got one for you. If the mixes already come pre-mixed with the DJ on there shouting them out, I will go DJ.
Oh, okay, there she goes. Okay,
they got to give me credit for the mixes because Lord knows none of that stuff.
But on a serious note, you're dope. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like when I first saw you and you were doing the hosting and you did it when shout out to Lady Q for hooking this all up. Let me tell you something, man. First time ever like meeting y'all two, man, and I saw the way that you guys conduct with the artists and made the artists really feel like, yo, we got this. She was dope too. Big shout out to that girl, man. She was really dope. Yeah. The other dudes too, man, they were dope because I was in the conference with them and I'm watching them, and I love the way they were giving.
I wasn't invited to the conference.
You heard it.
You are going forward.
Oh, okay, I wasn't invited.
July 18th to the 22nd, girl. We locked in now. Cause listen, I got you. Miss, you want me to DJ? Do you DJ? No, are you a DJ?
Yeah.
See, how you trying to throw me in the DJ pit? You was looking. I'm gonna have you up there with me. We gonna learn together.
You two actually would make a good DJ duel.
Oh God!
I would love to. I would love to have a female
good
DJ
host.
What do you mean, crazy Greek good host? What the hell is that?
She's a good host, and she knows what she's doing. And Brit, you're crazy. So you'll be perfect. You'll be grabbing that. You'll be like, no. This is how you gotta do it right here. This is how you gotta do it right here.
You didn't have to put the adjective crazy in there. Okay, that's all.
Now
I'll take it. Adjective.
Ain't nothing wrong with the crazy. Ain't nothing wrong with the crazy adjective.
Yeah,
I
there you
call my
go.
sister Biggie.
See?
And you know,
Passionate.
Greek goddess.
yeah,
Don't even try to
Yeah.
make it up.
DJ Greek goddess.
Don't even try to make it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
ain't
like
nothing
that.
wrong with
DJ Greek got this.
Whatever.
We call it in
Oh
now.
shoot, DJ
DJ
Greek
Greek
got this in the
goddess.
building.
Okay, so whatever. We'll talk after the show. We'll see. So if anything, thank you, Versatile. Thank you, Mannie Faces. Thank you, Brittany Jay. We love you guys. We want to do a part 2. This would be really awesome.
Part 2, baby.
But thank you
just
for
send the
coming on
invite.
the
Yeah.
show.
Send
I
it.
really,
Send the invite.
I
Don't worry
appreciate
about it.
y'all. And just remember, just keep watching us here on DNA Live, Sunday nights at 8 p.m. Thank you, guys. Peace out, everybody.
Peace out.
Peace.